So I've bought these boots in my last campaign, but unfortunately I'm going to have to send them back to Avon, and that's for two reasons. So the first is this little hole at the front. I'm not happy about that, but more than anything it's to do with this little thing at the side. If I just show you, there's actually a piece missing of where the lace should go. It wasn't in the bag and the box or anything like that, so I'm going to have to send them back. So let me show you how I do a return. So let's log into the Avon website, and I'm going to click representative login, and I'm just going to put my account details in. So today we're going to be working in the representative website, so we're going to manage my business. Now when we click into this, my screen's a little bit different to yours, but what you need to do is you need to look at the drop down tabs and find the one that says credits. So that is mine. You can find a drop down tab, and if I just scroll down a little bit, I will see credits. So I'm going to click on that. So the first thing that I can do is I can go to my last campaign and I can search the invoice, so I can scroll up and down and find the item that I need. But you can also just put the product number, if you know it, into that box and click go, and that will bring the product up that you want to credit for. But I'm going to click my invoice and I'm going to scroll through and I'm going to find the boots. So let's find the boots. So there are the boots. So now what I need to do is just put a 1 into that box, say that's how many I'm returning, and it wants a number, so it's a reason code. So the reason is the damaged, but they're not leaky damage, just normal damage, which is 62. So just find the 62 and then I will save the credit. So then if you want to add more products, you can just go through the invoice again and pop the information of the quantity and the return. But if you know the product number of something else, you can click the previous button and again just pop it in that box and click go, and then the item will come up for you and then you'll fill it in from there. So the boots are the only items that I'm returning, so I need to find the show saved credits bar. So there it is. If I just click on that, I can have a look what the items are that I'm returning, and that is my boots. Now, if for any reason I don't want to return the boots back, say I'd sold them on, if I wasn't able to collect the money, I could just click delete and then update order, and that would remove it again. But as it turns out, the faulty stock and I want my money back, so I'm going to click continue. And I'm going to check the product again, and don't forget that this is the cost which is going to be deducted from your bill. Soon as we press that submit to Avon, it's going to process that and it's going to remove that total from our bill. It's just again letting me know when I've placed it and a little reference number for it. It's also telling you that you've got 36 days to now send that product and get it back to Avon. If you don't get it back to them within that 36 days, your account will be recharged, and then it gives you the date in which you've got till to get the products back to them. So the next step is, if you've got a printer, you're going to want to print this form out. So we look for the tab that says order tracking, and when you click on that, you can see that on the top line for campaign 16, it's actually got that I've got a returns form. So if I click on this, it will show me the product that I have just put in, which is the boots. So I can either fill these boxes in by hand, so just print it out and fill them out, or I can actually fill them in here and it will also fill the bottom part in as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill these boxes in. So there's one quantity, there's one item. I'm going to put today's date, and then I'm just going to put a 4-digit number, which is 0922, and that is coming from the barcode labels, which I'm going to show you how to find in a moment. So let's just pop that in there, and now you can see as you scroll down, it's actually put the details in the bottom boxes, so that's done for us now. And we've got a bottom copy for the delivery driver to sign and the top copy for us to pop in. So we're just going to click the print. So then go back to the screen, back to the main screen, and now in a few hours of doing this, if you just go onto your account balance, there you're going to be able to see the credit. So you will see a minus and then what the item. So in my case, it would have been the minus £18 is going to come off my balance, but that's only going to be in a few hours or so. So if you don't have the facility of being able to print your delivery note out, you can actually use a return products book, and the information for this to order this is in the first lookbook. So on the front page it actually gives you an example of how you should fill the form out. So if we just have a look, you're going to put your area number, your account number, where you live, today's date, and then you'll just pop the product details, the quantity, what brochure it's come from. Then you do a brief description, the reason code, and you would find the reason codes at the back of the book. Again, you know, you'll find the 62, so we could pop that into there. And then your cost, so that's the cost that Avon are charging us for the product, not the cost that the product is in the brochure if it's in the one of the current brochures. The best way to find this information would be by looking on your previous invoice, either the paper one that you received in the box, or you can actually get the online invoice, again going through the order tracking. So you'd add them up, put the total, and that would be the total which you would deduct off your balance that you wouldn't pay. Again, with these 4 boxes here, that is where you pop the barcode number in. So that was the one before that I put in on the order tracking sheet. So these sheets are carbon copies, and as it shows you there, the front copy is for you to pop in the parcel, and the second copy is for you to keep hold of because the delivery driver is going to sign in that box. So that front piece of card that I showed you before, you actually tear that off and then you just put that behind the 2 copies. If you don't do that and you start writing on it, it will just go through to all the other pages as well. So I've mentioned a few times about returns labels. So where do you get these from? Well, these come in your invoice. So when you first start, they come on the back page of your first invoice, and you get 3. Now, if you don't place credits, you won't receive any more of these until you start to place credits. So on your next invoice, you may not get any. So if you would like some to come and you're a little bit unsure whether they're going to come with your next order, your next invoice, then if you just read the back and pop that number in, then you will get some more. I also have that number as well, so you can ask me. So this is the returns label that I've stuck on the bag, and there you'll notice the number 9022. So that's what I popped on the end of the form before. So I've sellotaped this to the plastic bag, and I'm just going to now get the boots, and I'm going to get the forms, and this form is the one that I'm going to pop inside the bag because that's the one that hasn't got the square on. This one's got the square on, and that's for the driver's stamp or signature, so that's going to be my copy. Please make sure that when you're giving these back to the delivery driver that it is a DX one, it's not Hermes. If you've placed an express order and it comes via Hermes, the delivery driver won't accept the order. It is just for regular orders from the DX drivers. So here is my boots ready to be given back to the driver. The form is in the bag and it's all ready and sealed.